Hello everyone, it's Dylan from Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything, and welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh! Video. So we got a new Blackluster Soldier Ritual Monster that will be coming out in the History Archive collection. If you're unfamiliar with this set, it is a set that is going to be focusing on pretty much all anime-related cards, whether it's archetypes, whether it's cards that the artwork relates or references old anime shows, old Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime shows. That is basically what this set is. If you love anime, you're probably going to love this set. And we got a bunch of cool monsters, extra deck monsters mainly, in the last 5 days. And a lot of people, when I uploaded that video yesterday, kind of yelled at me and were like, you should have just waited a day. You should have just waited a day. I probably should have, because today was obviously going to be the day that they were going to reveal a Duel Monsters card, and that is a new Blackluster Soldier. If you're interested in the 5 cards for GX through Vrains that were announced in the last week, you can check out my video yesterday. But here we go. In today's video, we are going to be discussing the new super form, the Swordmaster of Blackluster Soldier, and that is the legendary Swordsmaster Blackluster Soldier. So the card art is great. I love the kind of attacking stance and pose that he has. Reminds me a little bit of an old samurai. Love the red beaming from the circle, and the shadow on the right side of the artwork also looks gorgeous. It's of course a level 8 ritual monster, 3000 attack, 2500 defense, pretty typical for BLS. You can ritual summon this card with Chaos Form or Super Soldier Ritual. It must be ritual summoned, and here's 3 effects that are pretty cool, and I've already kind of figured out some anime references that they might have. The first one is during your draw phase, before you draw, you can reveal this card in your hand, give up your normal draw, and if you do, add 1 ritual spell from your deck to your hand. So I feel like this is a really good ritual card to have in any sort of ritual deck because it searches a ritual spell. So even if you can't get this card out on the turn that you use this effect, you can maybe use this for ritual fodder or just get any ritual spell that you want in order to use it. Now, the one drawback to this effect is you need to activate this during your draw phase. So if you do go first and you have this card in your hand, you're probably bricking and you can't actually use this card. So very much a going second type of deck, and this is very much a going second type of card because of that search effect only activating when you actually have your draw phase. Now, these next 2 effects are pretty wild. The second effect is that your opponent cannot activate cards or effects during your battle phase. And then the third effect, when this attacking card that was ritual summoned using a normal monster destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can shuffle all cards they control into the deck. So if you somehow ritual summon Swordmaster Chaos Soldier with a normal monster, and you get it onto the field and you get to your battle phase, you then lock your opponent's field. They can't activate any cards, they can't activate any effects, and then as long as this card destroys a monster, which it should because it has 3000 attack, you then send all cards they control on their field back to the deck, which is crazy. Now, the key is, can you actually utilize this monster and get that effect off? Because it's pretty specific. You need to use a normal monster for its ritual summon, and I think that is definitely a reference to the first time Yami Yugi summons Blackluster Soldier. He used Gaia the Fierce Knight and Karibo in his duel against, I believe it was My Valentine, actually, which is kind of ironic because, you know, Valentine's Day was just just a couple of days ago. But that is the first time Yugi summons this monster, this legendary swordsman, Blackluster Soldier, and I think even it's referred to as the legendary swordsman, Blackluster Soldier, by Mai and by Joey, I believe. So the fact that its name is the legendary Swordsmaster could also be a reference to the first time that Yugi summoned it. But that effect using a normal monster, I think definitely pays tribute to the very first time we see this ritual monster, or the original form of this ritual monster, summoned in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters. And so if you're able to get through your opponent's disruptions and make it to your battle phase after using a normal monster, and that's probably not going to be very easy, but if you're somehow able to do it, then you can basically win the duel, because if your opponent has even 5 in the back row and a full, even if they have an extra link, let's just get crazy here. As long as you destroy one of your opponent's monsters, and remember, they can't use any effects, they can't activate any cards, then you shuffle all of their field back into their deck. So those 2 effects seem cracked if you can get them off. I think getting them off is going to be the issue. It just feels very super situational, especially because you can only use that first effect to even search the ritual spell to get this monster onto your field if you go second. So you really need to hope that you go second. You need to hope that you start with this card. Then you can use that first effect. Then you need to get through any disruptions your opponent probably created from setting their board on the first turn. Because again, this is a going second kind of deck. Maybe you can bait some of those disruptions and then summon Legendary Swordmaster. But I think it's probably very tricky to get those really good effects off. But if you can, it's got to be an awesome feeling, and you're in probably the driver's seat if you get this card onto your field and successfully destroy one of your opponent's monsters, as long as you used a normal monster to ritual summons. There's a lot of things going on here, but those last 2 effects do seem crazy if you can get it off. And that is, I don't know if we have any more cards coming from the History Collection. We might have a couple, but that is the Duel Monsters monster that we had been waiting for. The Legendary Swordmaster Black Luster Soldier. So let me know what you guys think of the design of this monster. Let me know what you think of the effects. Very excited to hear your thoughts on this card down below, and I'll have the YGO organization article in the description as always in case you want to check it out yourself. Thank you all so much for watching, and a special thank you to my Platinum tier patrons, Horace Maye, Goosey Q, Panther J, Blue Maiden 28, and Jarrett Buller, and to my Diamond tier patrons, Jesse Wood, Latrell Smith, and Erick Avila, and to my Egyptian God tier patrons, Ccapacappuuu and Syn Cloud. Thank you to everyone who supports me on Patreon. Thank you to everyone who is a YouTube channel member. You guys help me out and you help out this channel so much. I cannot begin to explain how thankful and appreciative I am for each and every one of you. Definitely check out my Patreon for more channel exclusive perks down below in the description. I stream on Twitch, I'm on Twitter, and I'm on Instagram. Links for all those will be down below. Once again, thank you for watching. I'll talk to you in the comments, and I hope you have an amazing day. Take care, guys.